performing a fish-in cycle the right way. What if you have purchased a new fish and are only now becoming aware of the cyclical aspect of things? Perhaps you're taking the awful advice from the pet store worker who told you to run your filter for just 24 hours before putting your fish in. It may be worse. You must restart the aquarium's cycling process because you eliminated all of the beneficial microbes. You might be surprised to learn how predominant these situations are. There's just one thing to do if you can't get your fish back. Traditionally cycle your aquarium with fish in the tank. Today, we're going to demonstrate to you how to properly cycle your aquarium while the fish are inside. Curious? Let's get started. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and activate the ring to be the first to see the next more exciting videos like this. What is fish-in cycling? How it performs well. A fish-in cycle is designed to initiate the nitrogen cycle, a three-stage procedure that is undetectable and protects your fish from ammonia by allowing helpful bacteria to colonize your filter. You have two options for fish-in cycling: using Sechum Prime or implementing water modifications. Fish-in cycling performance using Sechum Prime. Select this option if you're a novice or if you're just searching for the simplest way to complete a fish-in cycle. This technique makes ammonia, nitrates, and nitrites inactive for your fish by treating them with Sechum Prime every day. 1. First, organize your tank. Setting up an aquarium is essential for the procedure to start, and that covers every piece of apparatus such as air pumps, heaters, and filters. Place it there. Remember to give it a quick rinse with clean water first. Your bottom and filter media provide the surface that the beneficial bacteria need to adhere to. Thus, by placing things, you provide as many places as possible for your bacteria to stick with. Keep in mind to use a water conditioner to dechlorinate the tank before adding water. Lastly, during the whole cycle period, you should keep all electrical devices, including bubblers, filters, and heaters, turned on. This will speed up the cycling of your tank and provide the maximum pleasure to your fish. 2. Add up your fish. When you initially set up your aquarium, don't add many fish. Some people advise keeping one little fish in a tank with every 10 gallons of aquarium water. Select the toughest and most resilient species that intend to maintain by consulting your fish feeding list. You want to adjust your fish before adding them. They have the best possibility of surviving if they do this. Throughout the cycle, you should feed your fish. You wish to save them from starving. 3. Conduct several tests and repeat them. Employ an ammonia test kit once a day from now on. You are searching for any indication of ammonia. Trust me, it won't take long for it to show up. The next step should be taken as soon as your test equipment detects ammonia. 4. Handling ammonia. A single dosage of Prime can cure up to 1 ppm parts per million of ammonia. Prime can be safely dosed up to 5 times. Thus, 2 doses of Prime can be used to cure 2 parts per million of ammonia, 3 doses for 3 parts per million, and so on. A single dose should be used to treat anything under 1 ppm. 2 dosages ranging from 1 ppm to 2 ppm respectively. Of course, an overdose is preferable rather than an underdose. The ammonia levels should be almost cut in half as a result. Continue doing this until you observe that the rate at which your ammonia levels are growing has decreased. This will usually take 1 or 2 weeks. You are prepared to go to the next phase at that point. 5. Appearance of nitrites. The next step is to do a nitrite test. If nothing is found, continue testing for nitrites every day and repeat the preceding process until you receive a positive result. Since nitrite has now entered the picture, you must ensure that you are administering enough Prime to shield your fish from both nitrites and ammonia. Luckily, calculating your new dose only requires adding your ammonia and nitrite levels together. 6. Appearance of nitrates. Now it's time to perform a nitrate test. Continue testing for nitrites every day if nothing is found until you receive a positive result by repeating the previous process. When nitrates start to appear, the finish is in sight. Yeah! Proceed with the ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate tests. Your nitrite levels should be dropping and your ammonia levels should remain at 0. Continue taking Prime doses until ammonia and nitrite levels reach 0. They are currently being consumed by the helpful bacteria at the same rate as they are being created. At this point, a fish-in cycle has been successfully done. Fish-in cycling performance with water changes. A fish-in cycle can be performed with merely water changes if you need to practice fewer chemicals. Using the diluting power of fresh water, this technique maintains low levels of nitrates, nitrites, and ammonia. Here, the initial steps are similar to the one mentioned in fish-in cycling performance using Sechem Prime. A. The first step involves an aquarium setup. Setting up your aquarium is now necessary, which includes types of equipment like filters, pumps, and heaters. Remember to give it a quick rinse with clean water first. Your filter and substrate media provide the surface that the beneficial bacteria need to adhere to. Thus, by arranging things, you provide as many places for your germs to stick as feasible. B. Adding your fish. The fish needs to be adjusted before it adds up so they have a good chance of surviving if they do this. It's crucial to avoid overfeeding your fish too while feeding them. They will remove waste more the more you feed them. And your ammonia levels will climb quicker the more they defecate. Get rid of the fish from the tank as soon as possible if it dies during the cycle. Its body will release ammonia as well. If one of your fish perishes, don't freak out, since the existence of every fish is not necessary. C. Test and repeat the test several times. Now, utilize an ammonia test kit once a day from now on. You are searching for any indication of ammonia. Believe me, it won't take long for it to express. Test your aquarium twice daily after you start to observe an increase in ammonia levels. Creating a regimen for it might also be beneficial. Morning and night are right if you exit the house throughout the day. D. A water change that follows a water change. Ammonia levels should be kept low, at a level that is suitable for your fish. Thus, your target should be 0.25 ppm or below. You should do a 50% water change as soon as you detect that the ammonia levels have reached 0.5 parts per million. In other words, take out half of the water in your aquarium and add fresh water in its place. Also, don't forget to include the dechlorinator. E. Appearance of the first beneficial bacteria. A decrease in the rate at which your levels of ammonia rise will be observed after a week. This is a positive indication that your tank's initial beneficial bacteria have entered and are consuming the ammonia to lower the levels. F. Additional water changes. In contrast to ammonia, nitrites are potentially more harmful. Nitrites should be kept as near to zero as feasible, and you have to keep changing the water to do that. G. The second probiotic bacterium emerges. The nitrite levels must be declining more slowly after a further week. This indicates that the second beneficial bacterium in your aquarium is starting to flourish. H. Perform water changes with continuous testing. The only thing left to do is to continue testing and keeping an eye on levels of nitrate, nitrite, and ammonia levels. Change the water if the nitrate levels start to rise beyond 40 parts per million. However, if nitrate levels ever go this high, perform water changes urgently to keep them low. Proceed in this manner until the ammonia and nitrite ratings on the same day reach zero. Keep in mind that the whole cycle procedure might take months, so stay patient in this case. Here's a quick recap of the fish-in cycle performance for your aquarium. The main steps include: a fish-in cycle is designed to initiate the nitrogen cycle. Fish-in cycling can be performed using Sechem Prime or water changes. Each performance starts by setting up the tank. Introduction and maintenance of ammonium concentration. Ammonium levels should be kept at 0.25 ppm or below. Adding up desired fish. Repetitive testing. Change in water following water change. Appearance of first beneficial bacteria. The process requires more water changes. Next is the appearance of second beneficial bacteria. You can offer your fish the greatest opportunity for a healthy and enjoyable existence by cycling your aquarium. The nitrogen cycle always operates in the background once it has begun. To make sure nothing goes wrong, you still need to check your nitrite and ammonia levels regularly. You should incorporate tank testing into your routine water change schedule. When you have fish in your aquarium, do you cycle it? Tell me in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and activate the bell button if you enjoyed this video to get notifications when new ones are added. All for today, thank you.